Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yo, set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good.
Hello. Hi. Happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. I am tired. I came from, well, I didn't just come from my appointment, although kind of, sort of, but I came from the store. Went to my appointment. They evaluated me and everything. They scheduled me for an injection shot for the knees. So in 2 weeks, that's what I'll be getting one of that treatment. They're also gonna refer me to physical therapy, which I have to call and schedule that. They took another x-ray of my left knee this time. And it's something else. I forgot something she said that I have to come back for as well. But yeah, I guess I should have started with how the weekend went. The weekend was fine. It was a weekend. I did a lot of admin stuff over the weekend, mostly on Sunday actually, but weekend was fine. Pain was, I want to say good, but is any pain actually good? But it was at a good level, thanks to Tramadol. But yeah, interesting appointment. The doctor was lovely. I'm blanking on anything else to say. I'm trying not to panic because my tire is very low on air and I need to get to the tire place, and I'm kind of worried that I won't be able to make it to the tire place. I needed to get to the tire place after I left, but I didn't really know the area as well, so I didn't really know any tire places around there. And yeah, so I'm gonna get to the tire place so I can stop freaking out, and I'll be back later to update you on the whole things. JC. Okay, bye.
Think there's a reason though. Ups and downs just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head.
I am... Oh, you can't see where I am. I'm set up in the bed now because I'm tired. As you can see, I have my blanket around me because it's freezing and someone won't turn on the heat. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm keeping track of the football game on my phone because I don't have the ability to watch the game. It's only being broadcast on mediums that I do not have subscriptions for. The NFL Network, ESPN, Hulu Live. I have Hulu, but not live. and YouTube TV, which I don't have. So I don't have any of those, so I can't actually watch the game in real time. I can only keep up with the score on my phone. And Washington Commanders and Kansas City Chiefs are playing each other. Both of them are my teams. I love them both. But of course, I'm a hometown girl. So I'm a Washington fan through and through. But I'm also realistic, and I know that it's Kansas City Chiefs, and they are not likely to win against the Kansas City Chiefs. However, if they don't get slaughtered, that is kind of a win. And right now, the score is 0-0 in the second quarter. While that sounds like it's bad, the fact that our defense has kept them from scoring for 2 quarters of this game, that's very promising. Because football is not all about offense. It is also about defense. Anyway, I'm going to do some beta reading for a little bit. I wanted to try to write something, but I don't think I'm in the headspace to write again. Still decompressing a little, just getting settled in the bed. Medicine hasn't fully kicked in yet, so I did take my medicine after I ate my Taco Bell, but it hasn't fully kicked in yet. So I'm just going to do some beta reading. I did beta read a chapter and a half while I was at the doctor's office, so I was able to do that while I was there, so that's good. It made me feel like I was getting some work done while I was out, which, is always a plus. And I probably should check my to-do list to see how many things I'm not getting done. I know we're not supposed to think like that. That's not bad. It's not too bad. It's not bad at all, actually. Oh gosh, excuse me. I am going to, I ate Taco Bell when I came back in the house, but that was like 3 hours ago. Yeah, it was 3 hours ago. So in a little while, I'll fix dinner. But I am tired. So, but if I can knock out some beta reading, I'll feel accomplished. But I'll be back later. Bye. Spoke too soon. Kansas City just scored against my team. Well, against Washington. They're both my teams. I love them both. But yeah, literally as soon as I stopped the recording, they scored. It's fine. But it's only 1 touchdown in 2 quarters. Still. Okay. Bye. Say good night now. I'm tired. I'm also sleepy, and I have a little bit of a tummy ache. I don't know why, but I'm not going to bed, just so you know. Yes, I'm tired, but now if I doze off inadvertently, that's been known to happen. But I'm actually still watching some YouTube videos, because I had paused my YouTube videos to do my sprints. So I've done my sprints. I got 701 words the first sprint, 759 words the second sprint. So I'm at about 1,460 for the day so far. Yes, the music you hear in the background is Candy Crush, if you hear it. I don't know if you hear it or not. But yeah, I'm going to read a little more after I watch my YouTube videos. I may go to sleep a little earlier than I normally do, which is like 6 something in the morning, because it's 3 minutes to 4 now, and I've done my writing sprints. I only have 2 videos up on the tab to watch, although they are kind of lengthy videos, but they're like 30 minutes each, so it's just about an hour. And then I'll do some reading. I don't know, but I'm feeling a little woozy. Well, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not a tummy ache. Maybe, I don't know what I'm feeling. I just feel a little off right now. And my wrist is starting to hurt. So, good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we will get lots of work done. Hopefully, cross fingers. Okay, bye. It really must just be a Tuesday thing, because I forgot to say hello to you again. Oopsie. Hi. It's now 8 o'clock in the evening. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I was just, well, I would like to say that I was working most of that time during the day, but I was not, because I was very cold for like a few hours. And the cold and being hungry also kind of distracted me from actually doing any work. But I managed to get my 2 hours sprints in. I'm 2 words shy of 2,500 words, although if I work on this out loud real quick, I might actually go over 2,500 words for the day. Yeah. I just got distracted and forgot. And then Kate's cover reveal live stream was earlier today. And so I was having fun I was actually writing while the stream was going, but it was still fun to have it up in the background while watching my Netflix documentary. Well, it wasn't really a documentary. It's a docu-series, one of those things. I don't know. See if I can. I need to rework some things in this outline, because I think I need to put something in between 2 parts of a scene. See, I don't usually write out of order except unless it's an outline, because the outline is where I'm getting everything straight and where I want everything to go, like the scenes and stuff. So I was realizing that I had something happen a little too soon in the outline, and I need to put something in between. So that's kind of what I'm trying to fix right now. And then I'm gonna do some beta reading. But yeah, hello, hi, happy Tuesday. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight here before I hit start on my sprint, because I want my full 30 minutes. This is my second sprint. The first one I got 700 and, hold on, let me not say the wrong number here, 760 words. So hopefully I can match that or do better for the second sprint. If not, it's fine. Okay. was looking at I need a new candle already because it's almost burnt out. But sorry I wasn't very chatty today. I am trying to, believe it or not, keep my chattiness to a minimum in the vlog. Just because it just gets to be so long, and I don't have a problem editing it. I just don't know that people want to watch an hour and 9-minute video of me. But I saw the number earlier. I got 2,996 words. Trying not to beat myself up for those 4 words shy of 3,000, but I'm me. So you see, I'm still harping on the 4 words. I didn't do as much beta reading as I wanted to do today because I really was trying to be in the zone with the writing, and it took me so long to kind of get into the writing for one reason or another. First, I was extremely cold. I was hungry. I needed to take medicine, which I couldn't take until I ate something. So, just but I'm doing kind of dual work because I still didn't finish the 5th book outline in the 2nd series of the pen name books. So I'm still trying to finish up that outline simultaneously while I'm drafting book 1 in the 1st series. So I'm trying to devote maybe not equal time, because the draft is getting more time than the outline, obviously. But then when I was going over the outline, well, I noticed it last night when I worked on the outline last night, sprints, that I was like, wait, I needed to put a certain thing needed to happen between them before we got into all of the action and the suspense part. So, and I put little moments of the romantic tension, if you will, between the two of them, but I didn't, there was a moment that needed to happen, and I don't know how I forgot about that moment that needed to happen, but I forgot. So I needed to go back and rework, and I didn't want to just completely erase what I had already written. So I needed to bump up. I needed to sandwich a moment between a couple of chapters in the outline. See, the outline is usually where I do the reworking of things. I try, when I get to the drafting part, to go by the outline. Obviously, nothing's perfect. No process is perfect. I'm pretty sure when I finish draft 1 of book 1, I've already seen where I'm like, oh yeah, this needs to be fluffed up a bit. May not be the word, or maybe not, because this is a novella, and my intention is not to write a full-length romantic suspense. That's not my intention. If it turns out that way, I don't know, but that's not my intention. The intent is for them to be novellas, small town novellas. It is not meant to be a full length. I'm gonna try to keep saying that to myself so that I try not to make it into a full length, because I'm an overwriter. It's very easy for me to overwrite, and I'm trying not to do that. So I'll read it back when I go back and see if I really need to fluff up the parts that I think I need to fluff up now as I'm writing it. Obviously, y'all know my main issue is description. So I know I'm going to need to go back and add descriptions for certain things. But, usually when I get to the part where I'm drafting, I'm following the outline as best I can. Obviously, if I get to the outline and I've realized I still forgot certain moments, then I'll insert them, and we'll be from that point on not going by the outline. It happens a lot with me, actually. Or I'll realize that I didn't like something I put in the outline and I want to rework it. I have a feeling when I get to the 2nd series, there's going to be a lot of reworking, because as I outlined the subsequent books, I was like, oh, no, this needs to happen, which means I'm going to have to go back and change this thing in book 1. And I'm not doing that right now, but I'm going to have to. So it's a very interesting process right now. And outlining and writing a novella is very different for me from doing a full length. Because a full length, when I know I'm writing a full length novel, I can just kind of go crazy. Not crazy, but I can just kind of let myself go, and I can rein myself in the revision process. I can pull it back in the revision process, but which I technically can do in the novella process as well. But I don't want to write so much that it's no longer a novella and it's a full length, because that's not the intention, and that would be having to cut way too much. And at that point, I probably would just go ahead and let it be a full length, and I don't want to do that. That is not my intention. I'm mainly challenging myself because I really would like to be able to write short. It'll help in some of the short story collection ideas I have down the road, and I really would like to be able to write shorter and be able to rein myself in. But then on the flip side to that, there are a couple of chapters I've already written that I'm like, oh, this is shorter. And I'm wondering if it's too short. All of this will be figured out after I write the first draft. I know. But I do like to write. There's no such thing as a perfect first draft, no such thing as a clean first draft. But I like to think that I don't write, I like to think I don't write a completely messy first draft. I like to write as clean as I possibly can. I know it's not going to be perfect. That's not what I'm aiming for. It's a first draft. That would be crazy to think that I could write a completely clean first draft, and I'm not crazy. But I do like to keep it as clean as I possibly can. That's the point of outlining. And I'm rambling, partly procrastinating. I need to get to this next sprint. Okay, good night. Bye.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly, and I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally.
Hello, hi, happy Wednesday. Thought I would actually come on to you before 8 o'clock. Sorry, just getting you a little situated here. Happy Wednesday. I've been working. I finished my writing for the day. Because I'm setting up for the stream now. So I have 2,327 words today. So I'm going to do some beta reading during the stream. And I was fighting sleep earlier because sometimes this medicine makes me sleepy. So, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I just didn't want to wait until 8 o'clock to come on and say hello, as I sometimes tend to do. That works. Working on some graphics to try to get those finished before the stream starts, because I can't have Canva up while the stream starts either, because my internet connection isn't the best. So I try not to aggravate the internet. But that's it for right now. I'll try to update you more later in a better way, in maybe a little more chatty way, but not too chatty, because I don't want to overwhelm the vlog. Okay, I'll be back. Bye. Oh, that's good. Having my tea. My neck hurts, and I have a bit of a headache, but which I don't usually typically get headaches, so it's weird for me. But I'm just kind of relaxing a bit. I did just finish beta reading another chapter, so I've beta read a few chapters tonight, along with my 23 introverts. Preparing myself to write in a little bit, roughly about an hour and a half ish. I did just I finished preparing some of the rest of my social media graphics for posting this weekend. I already have my thumbnails done. I just have to actually set up my live streams. Trying to prep as much as I can for social media scheduling, because that's the kind of weekend it is. I wanted to do some new graphics, but I just can't find what I'm looking for on Canva. Yeah, and I was trying to think of something to do, like some kind of sale to put in my store for November, but I don't know. But I'm getting ready to play Subway Surfers, watch my Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel monologues, The View, and some other videos before I get ready for my first writing session of Thursday. I should start putting this vlog together. That's what I could do. I didn't do everything on my list. I was supposed to make some phone calls that I didn't make, and I need to make them tomorrow because they're very important phone calls, and I don't know. I just kind of forgot to make them today. So by the time I remembered, it was 5 o'clock and, business hours and everything. Crossing a couple. Oh, I didn't do that. Crap. I did not do that. I did some reading. I did stream. So I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And I didn't do that. 3 out of 10 things. That's not bad. But those will just carry over to tomorrow. I need to do this because I keep forgetting that too. It's a Patreon thing. But yeah, I'm gonna go finish drinking my tea, relax a little bit, before I do some writing. Or I could write earlier. I don't know, I'm kind of feeling in the writing mood. Feeling in the writing mood, but I also feel the strain in my wrist and my hands, and so I'm trying not to push it too far. And I really want to try to do a lot of writing tomorrow. So, yeah. But that's all I got for now. I will, I was going to say, I really want to try my hand again. Y'all know I want to try my hand again at querying and trying to get an agent and trying to get a traditional publishing deal. Not that I would abandon self-publishing altogether. I would definitely still self-publish like my nonfiction poetry books and stuff like that. But I'm starting to really think I'm more built for traditionally publishing. Just because of the pace in which I write. And I know the traditional publishing moves slower. Like you're more prone to have, a book a year or whatever, which is about the pace I write. Not for lack of trying to write faster, but it doesn't always work. I think I wrote faster when I was younger. Which arguably, of course, we all did things differently and better when we were younger. And I don't know if did I tell y'all? I think I told y'all. I'm not sure I told y'all. My middle grade, I've been procrastinating on getting back to my middle grade because that is the one I knew definitely I wanted to query. But there was something that was hanging me up on getting back to that because I would have to, I know I'd have to revise and whatnot. I think when I first wrote my middle grade, I wasn't leaning into anything paranormal, even though I like paranormal. I like reading it, like watching it, but I never tried my hand at writing anything paranormal, and I still haven't tried my hand at writing anything paranormal. But when I wrote my middle grade, I wasn't really open to trying to write anything paranormal just because I had convinced myself I would probably not be great at it. And, it's probably not a good rule of thumb to convince yourself you won't be good at something without at least trying. And I think I kind of credit reading Lindsay Bucket's Glass Witch and the Odds to kind of bringing me around more to actually wanting to try. But I think I want to revise my middle grade into something that leans more paranormal. Maybe something to the effect of her coming into her powers, maybe starting off not knowing she has certain witchy powers. Not necessarily her starting off in the story as a witch or anything, but something about her, coming into, I don't know, I haven't figured it all out yet, but I'm definitely thinking I want to lean more into the paranormal with that middle grade. And I think I'm ready to give myself I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm ready to not give myself permission. That's the wrong thing to say. I'm ready to try my hand at writing some paranormal. Because I don't know if I'll be good at it if I don't try. I mean, I'd never written a mystery before I wrote mystery, and truthfully, because no one's ever read it other than me, I don't know if it's any good, but we shall see. And yeah, I didn't try my hand at writing any kind of romance until recently. So, we're trying things. Nothing beats a failure but a try, right? So, this is a long update, but I'll be back. Bye. To call it a night here for you guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I did about 850 something words on the first sprint, which is really good. I don't think I'm gonna get that many on this sprint just because I'm trying to figure out some directional things in the town, and I haven't exactly finalized my town map yet, which I probably should have done, but some street names and things needed to be ironed out, but we'll get there. But yeah, I'm gonna go and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and hopefully it'll be a really nice high word count day. That probably means I should probably heat my wrist after I finish this writing session. So hopefully I'll get lots of words tomorrow. We'll see. Good night. Bye. Say hello before we got too late in the day. It's 3:08 and excuse the messiness of me, but while I have the room to myself for a hot second, I just wanted to say hello, happy Thursday. I woke up late, and I guess my body just didn't want to. I woke up a few times, and I thought I was going to get up earlier than I actually ended up finally getting up, but yeah, no, I guess this was a sleep-in day. But I am ready to get to work because I have a lot of it to do. And I'd like to not have to carry things over from today's list to tomorrow's list. Two of the things I was supposed to do today that I was supposed to get up earlier to do were phone calls. And I'm probably not going to get to those till tomorrow. Actually, one of them I might forego the phone call and just drive up there because it's the NBA. And I think pleading with them to waive the administrative fee in person might work better than over the phone. You know, face-to-face interaction sometimes does a lot better when you're trying to get someone to sympathetically waive a fee. It's the fee for the tickets that I already paid for with the boot on the car, and that was just such an exorbitant amount of money that I'm like, look, here's the receipt. All of it was paid for. I have my car back. So everything was paid for with the boot. It's supposed to include all the fees, right? Can we just like waive this one? Yeah, I don't really need the money. They're probably going to say no. I'm bracing myself for that. But I'm also in the spirit of mind shift changing, going to have positive vibes that I will interact with someone who will take pity on me and waive the fee. You know, it's worth a try. I still don't have the money to actually renew my tags tomorrow, so fear not, I'm still not going to be able to do it by the deadline, which is tomorrow. And then I was getting nervous because I'm like, oh God, I'll have it on Monday, but is my car going to be there on Monday? Are they going to tow my car for the expired tags? Like 2 days expired? But I think they just give a citation. So if anything, I would just have another freaking ticket to pay, which I hope I don't. But hopefully, if I can get out of here early enough on Monday, I can just take care of it all on Monday. Not morning. We're not even going to get ourselves, but early afternoon. Early afternoon. Anyway, this is supposed to be a short hello. I'm going to go do some work. Bye. Hello. Yes, I still look a mess, but I have enjoyed some YouTube watching. I'm gonna go back to watch a couple more YouTube videos, maybe not a couple more because it's almost writing time, and I do want to read a little bit before I actually no, I might read and then do my writing and then go back to watching a couple YouTube videos. Anyway, as you saw earlier, I achieved 4,200 and oh gosh, did I forget the number already? I did. 221? 4,200? I don't remember the number. You guys saw the number. Yes, 4,221 words for Thursday, which was my unspoken goal. My goal is always either 2 hours of writing or 2K. Well, 2 hours and 2K, or just 2 hours, even if it's not 2K. But Thursdays, if I'm not going anywhere, I try to get in a little stretch goal if my wrists and things are cooperating. And sometimes the stretch goal is 3K. And some days, if I'm feeling really good and I'm feeling in the flow, I might try to go for the 4K, which was today. Honestly, when I got the 4,220 words, I could have wrote it and done it in a sprint, but I didn't want to overdo my wrist because I knew I wanted to write going into Friday for Friday's words. But a preliminary total for the week has me already over 11,000 words for this week. I might hit my 12K words for the week, which I know I don't have to, but I really want to. But yeah, that's it. I'm going to go do some more reading. I really would like, I'm almost finished this book. I probably have about 20 pages left, and I really would like to finish it so I can pick out another book to read. Even though I should read. I want to read Lyra Parrish's Fall I Want, but I still also want to read another mystery. And I have gotten in the habit of reading multiple books at a time, which I don't advise, but I've gotten in the habit of doing it anyway. Hopefully I can finish this tonight and I can show off a different book tomorrow. And yeah, so I'm going to go chill. More chill because y'all saw already that I've already started chilling. I'm about to go watch, I just watched Meredith's video, and I want to watch Bethany Artizada's video, but I also want to read. So, and I am going out tomorrow. I think I was gonna go to the NBA and try to kind of ask them to waive the fee, whatever, in person tomorrow. But I'm like, it doesn't do any good tomorrow because I'm still not gonna have the money to get my tags tomorrow anyway. To renew my registration. So I might as well just wait until Monday, where if they don't waive the fee, I'll have the money for the fee and the registration renewal, and I can just get it all done and over with in one trip. It's only going to be expired for a couple of days as opposed to last time where it was several months. So hopefully I won't get a citation in a couple of days, but I was panicking because I was like, oh, I can't go through them towing my car again. But I'm like, no, at worst, they'll give me a citation. They would only tow it if I don't pay the citation. So, at worst, I'll get a citation. Hopefully that won't happen in 2 days' time of it being expired. It is on the weekend. I don't know. We're going to pray about it because I don't even have enough gas to really go up there like that. If I went up there, I'm not sure I'd have the gas to come back. And I want to safely make it back. So, I need a few things from the store. Whether I'm going to get all the things that I need, probably not. November is going to be so rough, y'all, because of the government shutdown. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll be back. Bye. Okay, I'm going to say goodnight here. I am still in the middle of my second sprint. As you saw, I have 12 minutes left. And I did really good on my first sprint. I did 913 words? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No, 918 words. Excuse me. Me shortchanging myself 5 words. I did 918 words on the first sprint, which I'm shocked at. And I don't know. I'm flowing right now, and I may actually go back because I'm almost finished the first sprint. I was working on the book 5 outline because I still haven't finished that, but I'm almost finished. I just have an epilogue, and I might go back and do that, but I'm not sure because risk. Don't want to overdo it. But I'm going to finish this sprint, hoping for a good workout, because this may be my final sprint of the week. I'm very happy. I think I'm going to do over 12K this week. That was not actually my goal at the start of the week, but I'm not mad at it. Anyway, good night. Bye. See you tomorrow.
I feel nauseous, believe me. Never had a lot of shit come easy. Had to work hard, struggle just to be me. Had to rise up just so they could see me. Did what I had to do just to feed me. And what was left over I put towards my dreaming. But the only thing in life that has meaning are the things you gotta work for, believe me. Take into your hands a plan, your own hands can land your own brand. And damn, I feel like no one takes accountability. They want the credibility convincingly.
Hello there. Hi. Okay, let me try to adjust myself so that you can see me. I don't know if you can see me. The sun is out, but it's very windy and a little cool. Not cold, just cool. Hopefully you can see me. Hi. Happy Friday. I am sitting in the car at the grocery store because I think I came out the house too early, which is saying something because leaving at 2 something is a little late for me. But early because my prescription won't be ready until it said after 5. I'm hoping I can go in here and kind of get them to fill it earlier. I forgot to call in the refill last night, or else it would have been ready earlier. Hopefully I can get them to do it earlier than that for me, because I don't want to sit here for almost 2 hours waiting in the parking lot. That's not my ideal way to spend my time. But what else I was gonna say? I don't remember. I'm a little tired. Woke up with my back hurting today, but then again, I guess my medicine had actually worn off by that time, so I suppose because it probably wore off around 8 a.m. And when I woke up with my back hurting, it was like 11 a.m. So probably worn off like 3 hours prior. But very much in a little pain. Not as intense pain as a couple of weeks ago, because I've been taking the tramadol. So a lot less pain still. Even a painful day is not as intense as it was before, so it's great. I did just schedule my appointment with the physical therapist. It's for the 11th, Veterans Day. And then I realized that she had told me my injections were going to be in 2 weeks, but really it's 3 weeks because it's not until the 18th. Yeah, the 18th, on Tuesday the 18th is it'll be the week after my physical therapy. That seems so far away to get sustainable relief. But, at least I know the relief is coming. Hopefully. I'm also hoping I can get me some Chipotle after I leave here. And I say hoping because I have a very slim amount of money, and it's not actually enough to get anything for Sunday dinner, which It's sad. So that's going to be interesting. It's not really enough to get much of anything for dinner, but I have points. I just checked my app. I have points at Chipotle. Not enough to get a full meal, but a partial one. And I have an email that says, since it's Halloween, if you come in costume, which I don't have a costume, you can get an entree for $6. But I'm like, I don't have a costume, but I'm wearing a shirt with a skeleton on it. So I'm like, does that count? Like, I didn't actually plan that out. This was just the shirt I wanted to wear, but I'm like, it has a skeleton on it. Can we count that as a costume, please? Pretty please. $6 entree sounds really great. Then, because if I get a $6 entree, I wouldn't necessarily have to tap into all of my rewards. I would still have enough rewards points to get free chips and salsa, without having to use part of it to cover the meal. So yay, that would be great if I can do that. If I can give it some, I mean, I go there all the time, so maybe they'll, let me slide. We'll see. But first I need to get my prescriptions. And I'm going to need to, normally most of my prescriptions are usually free because government health insurance. But sometimes, like the Tramadol is not. It's like $1 or $2. But remember I said I have limited funds. So, and unless there's some good meat on sale, which I doubt there's that good of a sale, I don't have enough to get anything for Sunday dinner. I just don't. But anyway, I just wanted to talk to you guys. Come on early, since I'm just sitting here. I'm about to pull up the Google Doc on my phone with the client beta read, because I only have like 4 more chapters to read in that book. So maybe I can do that. Someone's calling me. I don't know who it is. Anyway, I'll be back later. Bye.
Credibility, convincingly unwilling to put in the fucking hours it takes to get some power. Don't be fucking sour, take a cold shower, scream until you're louder, work until you're prouder, and fuck all the doubters, they're just fucking downers. I swear to God they all let me down. I always fought just to wear the crown. I'm pissed off at these fucking clowns who were all taught they deserve an ounce. It's only worth it if you work for it. It's only worth it if you work for it. I won't stop till they hear me now. I won't stop till I wear the crown.
Ooh, hello. Hi. It's been a minute since I talked to you guys. That was a lot earlier in the day. I managed to get them to do my prescription earlier, so I wasn't sitting there waiting in the pharmacy till after 5 o'clock. And then I managed to figure out a way to get me some Chipotle, which ended up being my lunch/dinner, because I brought it here and it made me quite full, and I still have some chips over there that I'm munching on, so that, sustained me. Very scary incident happened in Chipotle. I was standing in line and there was a young boy, teenage boy behind me, and he passed out. And he looked like he was having a seizure, but he's right behind me, so he bumped into me and then passed out. And it was, everybody called, everybody attended to him, got called 911. He was with his grandfather. So his grandfather came inside because I think he was in the car waiting for him. And it was super scary, because it was almost like watching the light go out of somebody for a hot second. One lady who called 911 even took his pulse, because he really looked like he could have, been gone. And he hit his head on the way down. It was just really super scary, and just thank God he was okay. By the time the ambulance got there and tended to him, he was able to walk out to the ambulance. I didn't stick around to see whether they actually took him on to the hospital, but I'm sure they looked like they were still treating him when he walked out to the ambulance. So just thank God that he was okay. It was super scary. Whew, just never, when things like that happen, it just makes you really take stock of everything. But I have just been chilling. I've kind of dozed off a few times because I took my medicine, because I could take my medicine once I ate. So I took my medicine, which kind of makes me sleepy sometimes, and dozed off here and there. Had my coffee. I've started to chop down some of my B-roll for this video. I'm wondering, am I covering up the mic? Can you even hear me? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. I did just total up my words. Y'all saw the clip before this one. I had another 12,000 word week. 12,817 words. It's both a good and bad thing, because now I can do it twice. Although it's a better paying week than before. And I think I showed the clip earlier of picked out my next mystery read or thriller. It's more of a thriller, mystery, whatever. It's another book I want to read. I want to read Loud Bears Just Fall Out Once. I think I'm going to be doing some triple reading because I still have my book that I'm reading, my dinner book, the ebook that I'm reading. I need to do some more beta reading. It's just, I didn't get to cross a lot off my list today, but it's fine. It'll be fine. It's going to have to be fine. I'm going to make my list for the weekend and what I need to get done, because it's social media scheduling weekend. And that takes a lot out of me on those weekends that I have to do that. But this clip is already getting too long. I've seen how long this video already is. I'm going to come back later and I'm going to chill out and relax a little. I'll be back. Bye. Okay. We've reached that time of the week where it's time to say goodbye to you. And I'm going to really try to make this as short an outro as I possibly can, because the vlog is already long. It's been a decent week, actually. I went to the pain management specialist on Monday. I'm finally going to get some relief soon that's more long term and not just for a couple of weeks and then I'll be back to pain hell again. I mean, I'm sure I'll still be in pain, just won't be as intense as it was a couple of weeks ago. Although if they can give me something that will make me feel no pain, they can get me back to being able to move around a little better. And I'm not going to say get me back to going to the gym, because economically that's just not possible. But getting me back to being able to work out without hurting myself, without causing more pain, that'd be great. I really miss working out. I really miss, being able to walk for 5 minutes without my back lighting up on fire. So if we can get me back to that, that would be awesome and amazing. But, just some relief, because pain really does affect productivity. And I know it's not good to be all about being productive and how productive you could be, because there's moments where you're supposed to refill the well, relax, chill out, and not be solely focused on work, 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 work. Gotta get this done, whatever. But as a writer who publishes their own work, it's kind of like, well, if I don't get it done, I don't have a team. Like, I'm not traditionally published. I don't have a team of people behind me. There's no team to edit the books. There's no team to it's just me. And the work has to get done. And it'd be a little helpful if I wasn't always in pain. That said, this week, pain-wise, I want to say most of the week I was probably hovering around a 5 on a pain scale level. There were a couple of days where I might have been even below a 5, just a couple. So if we can get that number of days more than a couple, that'd be great too. But yeah, my pain level was hovering at about a 5, which that's great for me, because usually the low end of my pain scale is probably about a 7, and that's the low end. In these last few weeks before I got the tramadol, it was more like a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10. So relief. I'm optimistic about getting relief, and which will allow me to write more words. And I had a 12,800 word week. I am making progress in my pen name books. I'm on book 1. I'm in chapter 8. Chapter 8. It's like 7, 8. I think it's chapter 8. I do need to make my way back to Mackenzie Brown. I've been thinking more about her later, especially with me reading James Patterson and stuff. I've been thinking more about Mackenzie later. I've also made progress in my beta reading book. I'm almost done. I got like 3 more chapters and an epilogue. So I guess 4 to read in the book that I'm beta reading for the client. So I'll be able to finish that up and get that back to them. And I mean, there's a few things I did not get to on this list, but oddly enough, it's because I've been writing. And usually it's the flip side. Usually it's I didn't get to enough writing done because of all of the admin stuff I have to do. And it's not good to neglect one for the other, but I'm just so glad I'm writing again. Like, and it's flowing, and I'm in a rhythm and a routine, and I feel the discipline. And there are some days where I'm just like, I really don't want to write tonight. I mean, I want to write, but it's just like I want to be watching some YouTube videos or, relaxing. But nope, gotta write. Gotta at least get this hour in. And that way I start each day at least at the very minimum and with an hour's worth of writing. And I'm really happy about that. I'm so happy about that. Can't you tell how happy I am about that? I'm really happy. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see and you want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I post videos on Mondays. I live stream on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as per usual. If you would like to be supportive of me in any of my creative endeavors, such as my blog, my online magazine, my online store with writer merch, becoming a member of my Patreon, tipping me on my Ko-fi, buying my books on Amazon, or reading them in Kindle Unlimited, all of those links can be found in the description box below. Until next time, take care of yourselves and have a blessed day. Bye.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.